Okay, so welcome back to this video series. This is video 4 of 6 in my online business mini-series. If you haven't watched the other 3, you can either go back and watch the other 3 previous videos, or you can do that after this video. But in this video training, we're going to be looking at how to position your offers to generate your sales. So sales is one of the most important things in any online business. And if you wanted to follow along with my guide, my 5-step system on how to generate online revenue, head on over to timpeakman.com/5 steps, and you get a copy today, or print it out and follow along this video series with that guide, because that guide goes into a lot more depth than this video series, and we can just go through step by step. But like I said, in today's video, we're going to be looking at how to position your offers to generate your sales. So I'm just going to dive straight on into the slides. So this is part of my 5-step system to generate online revenue. And this is the 3rd step and the 4th video in this series. So how to generate your sales. And sales is the lifeblood of any online business. So if you're looking at how to generate your sales, I break this down into 3 subsections. So I say freelance proposals, product launches, and then evergreen funnels. So you should be starting with freelance proposals and then product launches and then evergreen funnels. So I'm going to break these down one by one. But in order to generate your sales, you will know by now that the sales is the lifeblood of every business, and it's critical that we make sales. If you're not making sales, you do not have a business. So if you were to boil everything down into one action, it is to generate sales. So you're either generating sales, or you're doing something in support of generating sales, or growing your audience to then potentially generate more sales. So it's even more important to learn how we tweak this process so we can make more sales and grow your business in the future. So the hardest thing to do in any business is make your first sale. But once you've made that first sale, you can have a look and see what worked, see what didn't, and then tweak it to then grow and scale your online business to make more and more sales. So as I said, this is part of Generate Your Sales, and we're going to be looking into freelance proposals. So freelance proposals, this is the simplest and quickest way to generate any sales into your online business. All you do is simply ask for the sale. Now, this will be typically for coaching or implementation services. So for example, if you know someone that is interested in what you do, you can literally just ask them, how can I help you? How can I serve you? Okay, let's put something together, putting an offer in front of them. So the quickest way for me just to think of doing this is sending out a PayPal link. Hey, I can coach you for 6 months. Here's a link to pay me via PayPal. It requires very little preparation in terms of a product. You don't have to build the product, but it can be as simple as submitting a proposal to somebody. And the best thing about coaching and implementation is there's not that much upfront work. You have to understand your methodology, your unique methodology in your business model, and how to get in front of your audience. But this is the quickest way to make a sale, is just actually a freelance proposal. So I do this at the moment. I do put proposals out to people to help either coaching or with implementation. So the next thing is product launches. So once you've designed your business and grown an audience, like I said, you will need to launch a product to generate sales. Typically, you'll probably be looking at a beta launch as your first launch to actually launch a product. So once you know your audience a little bit better, so you've grown an audience and you've designed your business, then you can actually ask your audience what they need help with. What are the biggest struggles with your audience? What are they facing? So then you can actually say, okay, I can help with X, Y, and Z. And you can try and put some sort of product together. But the best way to do this is with using a smaller group of students to help get feedback precisely what their requirements are. So for example, if you had a handful of people asking you for help, it can be 3, 5, 10 people. You could offer them a coaching program, and you could put a coaching program in front of them where you meet every week on a Zoom call, and you either teach them something and then ask them questions. And this is a type of product launch, a beta product launch, and you're actually helping them, and also they're helping you design your content as you go. So it's going to be quite messy. It's going to be your first one, but actually Once you've got that hot feedback from your first cohort of students, it will then help you design your next one, and then your next one, and so on. Then there's Evergreen Funnels. This is the holy grail. Transitioning to Evergreen Funnels is the holy grail of any online business, making money whilst you sleep. Once you have launched your first course, maybe one beta and one full launch, then you can look to transition to an Evergreen model. I would try and launch a few times anyway. If you are putting an online course out there, for example, your first one could be that beta launch, so you're actually engaging with your clients. But then once you get them results, you can get testimonials to put your next launch out. Then once you get them results, it could then just snowball. And then your ideal is to put this on Evergreen. So you're actually pitching your offers in front of new prospects, and then they could just go through your course on demand. This just means that you keep the cart open all the time, and you have the potential to make the sales around the clock. But one thing I would note, if you're going down the Evergreen funnels, you have to try and have some sort of scarcity element. So you have to have that impetus to buy. Once you're doing a launch, and say if you open cart for a week, hey, my program is available to purchase this week, and we're going to be going for the next 90 days or 3 months or 6 months, and get in now at the start of the cohort, and I'll transition you through. If you have an Evergreen model, people are just going to be finding you as they discover your content, and then hopefully opting in to a free guide to give you their email. So they're moving from a follower to a subscriber. Once they're on your email list, then you can start to pitch your products. But you've got to think about a way of trying to include scarcity in there. So for example, if you buy within the first 5 days, you get this bonus. You can't open and close if you're using an Evergreen model, but it does take the pains of launching. There is a lot of moving parts to launching a product, and the Evergreen model is a nice way to actually put this on autopilot and then make sales around the clock. So that's basically the 3 levels of generating sales. So freelance proposals, just asking for that sale and trying to put an offer in front of some of your prospects to actually help them. Then there's product launches. If you can put a program together and you know your unique methodology. And then there's Evergreen Funnels. So once you know what your customers want, and this is really, really key, you cannot build any of these. You cannot generate sales in a vacuum. You can't generate sales without an audience. So you have to know what your audience wants. So the more you can get inside the head of your followers or your subscribers, understanding their problems, understanding their challenges, the better you're going to be able to put a program together, whether it be a coaching and implementation service, whether it be an online course or some sort of coaching package, or whether you just put things on autopilot. So understand your customer and where they're coming from, and it helps if you have been there and you can actually relate to their struggles. So that's how the best way to generate sales. And again, this is step 3 of my 5-step system. And this is the 4th video in my 6-part video mini series on growing your online business. If you want that link once more, and you want the guide to just download and read through at your leisure, head over to timpeakman.com/5 steps. And the next video up will be all about how to deliver your products. So you've designed your business, you've grown your audience, you've actually generated some sales, and then there's that delivery. So you've actually got to get them results and deliver your products. So I look forward to seeing you again on the next video.